Hi my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper the Boy Diviner, and I'm here to share with you my first comparison video. Okay, I've never done a comparison video. I know Mixtress Ray loves to do this. I've seen other comparison videos on like Simon from the Hermit's Cave as well. So I thought it would be an interesting one because the ZILLICH Tarot is something that I really enjoy art-wise. But because it was called the THOTH deck, there were some things that I had preconceived notions of with this deck. And I wanted to compare it with the actual THOTH deck to show that there are some differences and why you shouldn't maybe buy this deck if you want to work with the THOTH. In a way, I do really enjoy this deck, and I feel like it is very THOTH based. I just feel like the actual changes or deviations are not on purpose, and there are some typos with this deck that I cannot take because I am pretty particular with all these smaller details, I guess. Another thing is, I think after so many years of playing the tarot, reading the tarot, maybe smaller decks are not for me. I don't know. I just wish these images that are so beautiful to be given justice and to be actually shown in a bigger format. Part of me also wanted to trim the bottom away because of some of the errors, but I can't do that because it is already so small. I'm also very tempted to actually trim the THOTH, but I don't have the large version, I just have the medium version. And I feel like if I trim the medium version, the result might be too tiny for me, So, has anyone trimmed a medium THOTH yet? The purple box one. It's the purple box one. So if you have and it works fine for you, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much. Let's go through the cards. So beautiful. I feel like the color scheme is really similar, but this one tends more to the Rider-Waite because you don't see the tiger, you don't see the dragonflies. It could still conceivably still be a THOTH deck, but that's fine. I also wanted to quickly show that in the little white book for the ZILLICH Tarot, it states the water element for the Fool, which is not something I am familiar with. I don't know where this correspondence comes from, especially because anyone who studies, we kind of know that the hangman is the water element. So here it says element water, and here it says water element for the Fool. So I don't know if it's a typo. I feel like it is a typo more than a specific decision made for the ZILLICH Tarot, because I don't really see much water in this as well. So these are the smaller details that get to me with this deck. The Magus. Again, this tends more to the Rider-Waite version. But the art is very beautiful for me. I really enjoy the art of the ZILLICH Tarot. I wish this came in a bigger format, or a borderless format, bigger borderless format. Again, for the High Priestess, this is said to be a THOTH deck, but to me it feels very RWS, and the cross kind of throws me off a bit just because I don't know. That's more in me. This is the first time I feel like when we see this card, it reminds us of the THOTH deck because of how she's seated, how they are facing. They do look similar in a sense here. Both of them have a hand that is in the same position. So, I do enjoy that. You see, again, it's the same for the Emperor. So I really feel like it's on purpose so they actually look at each other. But again, these become more and more similar to the THOTH as we go into the majors one by one. The Hierophant. The similar hand gesture. He's holding on to this, and this is a different symbol. I have a feeling this is actually in the RWS, but I can't say for sure. Again, with the crosses. But the art is so good. It's all these smaller niggles, I guess, The Lovers. This is definitely more THOTH. With the Orphic. Is this called the Orphic egg? I forgot. The Orphic egg. The children, you see below, and then the actual people. So I really enjoy this Lovers card. Chariot. I like the color tones in this one. It's very similar to this. It just doesn't really have the strong black and white apart from his hands, I guess, which is enough. This is a good chariot to me. Lust. So you see, this is Lust number 8. If To be honest, I feel like a Thoth deck would have 8 as adjustment instead of lust. I'm gonna put this here first so that we can have a look later and compare. But meanwhile, we'll continue with the Hermit. I like this Hermit so much. I love the pose of this Hermit. I love that he's surrounded by white. Nothing much to say about the Thoth again, but the Thoth is of course always super beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune, I love this Wheel of Fortune. The Rota Tarot symbolism, I think it is still in the RWS version. I'm not super sure now, I suddenly can't remember, but here's adjustment and here's lust. So you can see that for lust, this is 11 and this is the Hebrew letter. This is the Hebrew letter that matches the Thoth. At the same time, it is lust and number 8. So things like this just makes me feel like, I don't know if this is a purposeful change or did the art get submitted and the person in charge of this just mixed it up. I don't know. Again, the art is beautiful, but it's not particularly lust versus strength for me. And then adjustment. This one is 8 and this one is 11. Again, the Hebrew letters are the same. This makes me think more of justice than adjustment for some reason. Just the pose and everything, but oh my god, this is so beautiful. Oh, okay, I need to work with the Thoth more. I need to learn the Thoth. I need to prioritize it for a month. I need to put it a month down. I've been distracted with learning geomancy, guys. It's me. Again, the Hanged Man. Death. This death card is gorgeous. So is this one, of course, but beautiful. So instead of art, it's temperance. So it feels super inconsistent, this deck, in that sense. I hope you get why. I think I had quite an aggressive comment being upset with me for disliking this deck, the ZILLICH Tarot, or just because I said I didn't like it, why are you using it? I can use decks I don't like. I mean, we have to experience something to know that we don't like them, right? And we have the right to keep on using them even if we don't like them. I don't know. That's how I feel. Anyway, I do like the little line here, the split face, because she does have it in art. At the same time, this is definitely more temperance than art for me. There's, I feel like there's more alchemy here in the art. The Devil. This one definitely calls back to the Thoth Devil more. I really like the eye at his tummy. The long horns really get to me. I really like that. The Tower. This definitely has more of a Thoth Tower moment than an RWS one, so I do appreciate this one. The Star. Both are beautiful, beautiful cards. Just very different tonally and color-wise. The Moon. I love this moon, by the way, guys. Like, I think I'll buy an art print of this moon. I kind of wish, again, yeah, if it's a larger card, not even, I would prefer it to be larger than this one, to be honest, like a blown up, larger deck for the ZILLICH Tarot, not in a tin, in a box. I think I probably will get it, especially if they rectify a lot of these, small little mistakes here and there. The Sun. So again, Justice instead of Aeon, and then Aeon. So, just to be clear, in the RWS it is Judgment. Like the trumpet calling someone awake, that's Judgment. Justice was the name for adjustment. Justice in the RWS is adjustment in Thoth. Here they use Justice for Judgment instead of Aeon. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a naming issue. The Little White Book calls it Justice as well. And this troubles me. I just feel like I don't know, it just gives me the feeling like people they didn't put much Justice. I just feel like someone didn't put enough care into this deck, and that's why it does feel a bit off for me. I wish this was at least Judgment or the Aeon, And then we go to Universe, and again, There's a numbering issue. This is 19 instead of 21. So we have two 19s here. One is the sun and one is the universe. It's all these smaller details that make me feel a bit disappointed with this deck. At the same time, this universe definitely harkens back to the Thoth one. Okay, we're done with the majors. Let's go on to the wands. I really like the scenic pips in the ZILLICH tarot. I enjoy the watercolors. I enjoy the art a lot. I feel like the scenic Thoth deck is still a Thoth deck. It's just because of the problems with the majors that really stopped me, and the size. But I do feel like the pips do call back to the Thoth minors more than the RWS. You can see that petals, a similar kind of shape. Then the Two of Wands, Dominion. There's a horse behind, maybe signifying Mars and Aries, a kind of combination. The Three of Wands is so beautiful. You can see the flowers here. Why can't this be bigger, guys? And why couldn't we fix all those smaller things? Yeah, a borderless ZILLICH tarot, larger, please. If you're listening, who's the publisher? US Games. If you're listening, please think about it. Please think about it. Completion, beautiful. This is so beautiful. You can see the ram. Strife. Really, you can, to be honest, the minors are really well done to me compared to the majors. The majors I felt like was a mess production wise, but these are so telling. The little feathers here and the feathers here, you know, the bird-like nature of this, the shape and her hair. Strife. Victory. Again, like the phoenix flying. The birds, the flowers, they make so much sense scenic wise, I feel. Valor. Eight of Wands, Swiftness. The rainbow. The Nine of Wands, Strength. The Ten of Wands, Oppression. I really like this oppression card. The color, wow, I just, if this could be bigger, guys. The Princess of Wands. I love the same, what do you call this? Do you call this a staff or a scepter? The Prince of Wands. I wish there was the lion, but again, it's the same scepter. So cute. The Queen of Wands with her cheetah. Love that. Love the cheetah. Love the same scepter. The Knight of Wands. They are in a similar, you see, if I can put it here, it feels very similar. Love it. Ace of Swords. Tonally, the colors are perfect for that one. Peace. Two of Swords. So you can see that the minors are definitely not RWS based at all, but this has like RWS based majors for some reason, and confusing names and numbers. The minors in the ZILLICH tarot are almost perfect to me. Sorrow. I really love this splotch here and how she's holding her head. You can see the hood becoming some sort of creature fighting against a demon. Truce. Defeat. Beautiful. The crown. Color wise, it also makes so much sense here. Six of Swords, Science. Seven of Swords, Futility. I love these splotches. This is so beautiful. The Eight of Swords, Interference. All the birds, like, you know, the swallows attacking her, I guess. Cruelty. Again, a very good translation of, you know, the petal, not the petal, sorry, the teardrops, the raindrops, the blood. You can really see her struggling. Ruin. This reminds me of The Ring. I wouldn't like say these two are equivalent in any way, but it's definitely not also RWS inspired. I love that when they have their own takes. It's just when like little mistakes in the majors, things like that, makes me feel like this deck could have gotten so much more care. Tonally, color wise, this makes so much sense. I love this. The Prince of Swords. The Queen of Swords. All the masks and this face, I guess, they're kind of equivalent. I love the geometry here, I think signifying her throne. And then the Knight of Swords. I kind of miss the wings. Ace of Cups. The overspilling. A similar flower. Love. Love this. Tonally, color-wise, so well done in a pastel way. Three of Cups. Abundance. Four of Cups. Again, the same flower. Five of Cups. Disappointment. Color-wise, again, a good story. You can kind of see it in her dress. The Six of Cups. Pleasure. I really like the Six of Cups. You know, being intertwined with the snake, still petting it, you know, like, what are we now, you know? I really, wow, this one is really powerful. Seven of Cups, Debauch. I love this color story again, and this bird is beautiful. Eight of Cups, Indolence. You can see a bit of the color here, the copper cups, the fish rising up from, you know, the water. Bliss. And then Satiety. I love the horns because, again, I think this is Mars. So there's a bit of an echoing of the of that. Princess of Cups. A similar cup. The Swan. Well done. The Prince of Cups. A lot of snakes here. I don't really see any snakes here. I guess maybe she's interpreting these I don't know, water waves as snakes. The bird is still there though, so that's great. Oh, the Queen of Cups. She's so wrapped up here, you know, because she's the water of water. Here she's not as wrapped up. I'm just looking for the little bird here. I don't see it. And then the Knight of Cups in a very similar, again, fashion. And instead of the crab being held in the cup, so cute. The crab here is holding the cup. That is so cute. I love this. Last suit, the Ace of Discs. The Two of Discs. The snakes again, which is called a callback. The Tree of Discs work. And works. The Four of Discs, power. I love this Four of Discs. You can really see this in his head in a way. The Five of Discs, worry. Such a big burden on her. The Six of Discs, success. The fish is so cute. But I don't really see the correlation between these two cards. The Seven of Discs, failure. I can see that she interpreted like these designs as maybe wings or feathers, and she drew a owl being entangled. Prudence. The flower is the same, or at least the same color. This is a big hibiscus, I think. The Nine of Discs, gain. Again, I don't see much correlation. I guess because the discs tend to be more simplistic in the Thoth, I guess. 10 of discs, wealth. The Princess of Discs. One of the most important cards in this deck. She's holding something similar, I guess. Prince of Discs. Same bowl. I guess these two are meant to be like parallel to each other. The Queen of Discs. Love the Lamb still here. And then the Knight of Discs. I wish it was more black in a way, because I'm very used to seeing the Knight of Discs wearing black. At the same time, it does have that same horse bending down its head to eat the grass, that kind of feeling. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this comparison video, this walkthrough of the ZILLICH Tarot, alongside my Thoth Tarot. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.